This message is for you, United Nations. It's for you, World Economic Forum. Mankind cannot be contained. We reach out, we endeavor, we break boundaries. That's what we do. We discover, we conquer the unknown, we explore. We've reached across every continent across the globe, reached the deepest depths of the oceans, and reached into the stars. If there's one trait, only one trait we can actually attribute to mankind, it's tenacity. We push, we persist, and we love the underdog. When we meet a challenge, we accept it and overcome. It's what we do. And that is the number one, the biggest determining factor that the WEF and United Nations have to overcome. They come in the name of climate change. They claim the world is overpopulated. They claim there's not enough food to feed the planet. They claim that mankind, well, they're not explorers, but a plague on the world. Humans are the worst affliction the world's ever seen. According to them, we're not explorers, but a menace. According to them, we're not achievers, but users. And according to them, we are not, more importantly, a valued life, but an infection that needs to be eliminated. So they preach tenets such as climate change, but worse, they persuade the population to join in their noble goals. The thing is, people are so good-hearted, they believe their lies, join their cause, and protest to change climate. Like that can actually be done. The problem is the WEF and UN, they are only using this as a guise to drastically reduce the amount of people on the planet. What's truly happening, these good-hearted people are falling for their lies to help in eliminating the majority of mankind. They're actually doing their dirty work. The UN and WEF strive to push mankind into 15-minute cities so they can have everything they ever wanted within a 15-minute walk. They can have everything. They can have food, they can have entertainment, they can have schools, they can have exercise, they can have their fresh outdoors, they can have restaurants, and they can have every single thing their heart desires, well, except for one thing, freedom. These 15-minute cities take away one thing that mankind thrives at, discovery. How do you control a population that excels at not being controlled? Simple, diversion. They push their entertainment to occupy our minds, TV, music, movies, video games. It's all a diversion from reality. They push their toxic foods to keep us unhealthy. Obesity, unhealthiness, no energy. They push their drugs to control our minds. Any slight problem at all, go get a prescription. And they claim they're controlling illegal drugs, as fentanyl floods throughout our society. They push their agenda claiming overpopulation. And they push this agenda so much so the social norm is to introduce birth control at such a young age. Then later, you're far too busy to have children, and now you need to focus on your career. And when you finally do get your 2.5 kids, they push to have both parents work long hours, sending their kids to other people to bring them up, while having both parents in their lives is what every kid wants. They send them off for radical education. Education, mind you, paid through your tax dollars. You have to pay for it. And if you want to send your kids to private school, of course, it's going to cost extra money. Do you get your money back if you homeschool? Of course not. Then they set up higher education where you learn all about skills for employment. No, they push their critical race theory and social justice issues and spend more time on what you should believe than actually getting the knowledge on what you can do. And they push up their made-up stories about climate change, trying to save the world. Yeah, trying to save the world from you and me. We're nothing but an accident that happened on this planet, and an accident needs to be remedied, mind you. They have the population so brainwashed that the elites don't even need to enforce their agenda. They have enough of their drones do it for them. Brainwashed citizens, standing as an army of justice, spouting their rhetoric of mimicry. They just simply copy what they're told, simply regurgitating the talking points they heard on last night's MSN newscast, calling you the problem, calling you the crazy person, calling you the conspiracy theorist. But that's okay. WEF and UN, do your best. I challenge you, because if there's one more trait that we can attribute to mankind, the spirit of mankind, we cannot be backed into a corner. We'll come out fighting every single time. Keep that in mind.